There's a lot of interesting Etsy copycat stories out there in social media. Reddit is full of examples. One such example is this user who apparently alleges that his or her Etsy shop was taken down due to copyright complaints. Now, what I'm reading in some of these reports, not necessarily this one, but what seems to be happening is when you come up with a great idea, you put it up on your Etsy shop, and well, not surprisingly, other people will copy it, even if you have a IP infringement. That's the way it goes sometimes. It's unfortunate. But as they say, copying is the best form of flattery. Perhaps you could take it that way. It does kind of stink though, because you do have to really move on your first mover advantage to try and get as much as you can. Because as soon as you put something up for sale and it's out there in the public, you probably get about 5 minutes of first mover advantage before someone else takes it over. But that's not where the story ends. Copycats are copycats, and they are disappointing, but sometimes these copycats seem to be able to turn the tables on the original seller. And that's what seems to be happening in some of these examples that you're seeing from Etsy and some of these people posting on Reddit with their complaints. So, in some of these situations, the original store would put up their original idea on their Etsy store. A copycat would come along and copy it, sometimes outright, they claim, and then these copycats would then turn around and submit complaints to Etsy that the original store was the copycat. So the original store now gets penalized for copying because they're the recipient of the complaint, even though they may have owned the IP originally. Now, that's what these original stores are alleging. Take a look at this from Etsy side. So you do get a complaint from store B, who could be the copycat, but you don't know that if you're Etsy. You just get a copycat complaint and you see two stores with the exact same item. What do you do? How do you referee that? It's a very difficult problem for Etsy to resolve. So I can appreciate Etsy side as well. It's really a difficult situation. And then the other issue too here is there's a lot of reports about retaliation reporting. Even if you are the white knight and you're in the right, if you do report, there's always a risk that the person that you're reporting will then turn around and retaliate with a report against your shop. Or there could be a group of people who retaliate against your shop. Then there's also complaints about botting issues. There's issues of fraud. Suspension process itself is difficult to navigate, and appeals are apparently difficult to win. It's really a hairy situation out there for people on the Etsy stores, so it seems. Maybe that's why Etsy's stock price has taken a nosedive since about 2022. What are your thoughts? Have you been through something like this or know someone who has been in this situation? Comment below and let us know.